All right, have and have not fans, as promised, I just want to let you know that I will have videos coming out even during the hiatus until January. And considering that a lot of people are in a buzz about, the ending of the episode being the car crash where Veronica and Melissa's fate, as well as the baby, is seemingly unknown for right now. But since it's a Thursday when I'm recording this, I wanted this to be somewhat of like a throwback Thursday topic of discussion. And this is something that a lot of people either have. I mean, honestly, I don't think it's something that's been talked about a lot since it actually occurred way back in season 2. But I even did a blog about this probably in 2015, I believe. But overall, the theme of this video is going to be, did Melissa rape Jeffrey back in season 2? I'm talking about when their their initial blind date was set up by Veronica. They both got drunk. They went back to Jeffrey's apartment and, they did the do. Now, the question at hand is, did Melissa actually rape Jeffrey? I'm going to say no, in my personal opinion, because, let's put it this way. If we want to talk about rape, then you can look at the Professor Cannon and Amanda situation. Because in that situation, Amanda was pretty defenseless. I mean, yeah, she opened the door. She didn't have to open it. But, when I talk about the rape itself, Amanda didn't know what was going on. She didn't know that, hey, Candace is an escort, so this guy thinks I'm one as well. Because Professor Cannon, what made the difference between Cannon and Amanda versus Melissa and Jeffrey is that Cannon was actually hurting Amanda before they even got to the bedroom. He was literally talking about how dumb she was and pretty much making her feel even lower about herself than she already does. Then, I believe he even physically forced her into the room and she was screaming no, closed the door, and then, he did what he did. And then in the Jeffrey situation, yeah, you can blame it on the whole, yeah, they were drinking and whatnot. But there were two things I didn't like about that scene. Well, okay, for starters, remember that the only reason Jeffrey was drinking is because Melissa, remember when she first appeared, she was like a motor mouth. So I don't know if she did that on purpose because of her nerves. Because remember, this was during the time where it was set up that she was going to have sex during this specific night, because Veronica had been testing her like a guinea pig to have her ready for, hey, this is the night you can get pregnant, so go ahead, make him drink a lot. And by drink a lot, that was by, making herself seem super annoying, and Jeffrey drinking was his way of getting through the date. And if you remember, I believe she ordered the same kind of drink as Jeffrey, and Jeffrey was surprised, like, hey, that's a pretty strong drink there. So she knew she had to gear up for the night as well, because she knew what she was about to do and what she was about to get into. Then, Jeffrey was calling a taxi, but Melissa was like, hey, no, I'm going to your apartment. It's like, what's going on? So she pretty much barged her way into his apartment. And as soon as she walked in, she was like, nice decorations, queer eye for a straight guy. And pretty much started pushing up on him. If I'm not mistaken, she initially, kicked off her shoes to sit on his bed, and then, started getting undressed and then pulling his clothes off. He was like, no, wait. It was like, whoa, wait. Oh, you need porn to get your motor going or something like that. Here's the thing that surprised me. Number one, Jeffrey has no security on his computer. Remember that when Melissa grabbed his laptop, she literally just opened it up, searched for porn, and then pushed him on the bed, went at it, and Jeffrey just took it. Now, here's my thing about this. Here's why I don't consider it rape, in my opinion. Because, in all honesty, it was during this time where Jeffrey wasn't really public or open about him being gay. So he really didn't want to say anything to Melissa about it. So he just went along with it. And he really didn't stand up for himself. Like, literally, not saying that he had to knock her around or something like that, but he's, a pretty muscular dude. I'm pretty sure if he wanted to, he could have grabbed Melissa and hey, stop, I'm not doing this, even if he was in a drunken state at the moment. Or remember, she pushed him down and pretty much, went down on him, and that was that. And then, he left in the middle of the night to go meet up with Landon at the Sarandon Hotel bar. So in my opinion, I don't believe Melissa raped. Now, I'm not saying what she did was right, because remember, this was all part of Veronica's grand scheme to get a grandson, as well as Melissa's mom, to have Veronica help out Melissa's dad, and as well as their business and whatnot. So I really do hate the fact that the entire situation was set up the way it was. But I don't consider it rape because Jeffrey did have the ability to stop Melissa if he wanted to. But I guess you could say being tipsy, not wanting, I mean, honestly, even if he fought off Melissa, you know, just to get her off of him, he wouldn't have to reveal he's gay. He could have just said, you know, hey, it's the first date. I'm not really one to, you know, have sex on the first date. That would have been one way to avoid it. But again, that just goes back to how Gavin, who plays Jeffrey, is a good actor, but I just feel like Tyler doesn't always give him the best storylines and the best dialogue when he's writing for him, because, you know, to have him stuttering and whatnot like a 2-year-old or 4-year-old who got their hand caught in a cookie jar, it's like, wait, no, let's not do this, please, oh no, it's like that kind of stuff. I really don't, you know, I don't feel like that you know, represents his character. Now with his mom during season 1, I could see that, but the fact he's doing that now, like when he was being, you know, handcuffed and taken away in the courtroom in the finale, he's like, mom, I'm like, dude, what the heck? Go back to earlier, and I'm going to do a video about Jeffrey's character as well, and during scenes like, you know, in the hospital where he's like, shut the hell up and I'm not listening to you, when he was a strong character, I like that. But then him being reduced to his season 1, season 2 persona, I wasn't a big fan of that. So overall, I don't believe that Melissa committed rape when her and Jeffrey had sex for the first time. I feel like Jeffrey had the opportunity to get out of the situation. Him not getting out of that situation and controlling it when he pretty much had the chance was the same level of stupidity as him going to the courtroom after David told him not to. So again, not a super long video, but just a topic of discussion that I feel is something that a lot of people don't talk about. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you believe that Jeffrey was raped by Melissa, or like myself, do you believe that he just didn't take control of the situation while he had the chance?